Greetings. My name is Maximus. I'm a Taino Arawak. Arawak being the grandmothers and grandfathers coming from the Amazon, coming through Brazil, Venezuela, Guyana, Colombia, moving their way up, migrating through the Antilles, up to the islands of Cuba, Jamaica, Borinquen, all the way to the tip of Florida. So I don't come from a geographical point per se. I come from a people, a nation, indigenous, which have been like the stewards of these lands for eons. In terms of the Amazon, in terms of the life, the diversity, the lungs of the earth, the sacred, the medicines, the power, the healing, a lot of it starts right there. A lot of it starts right there. Once again, my name is Maximus, and what I like to bring to the people is called, well, it's a long name, but here it goes. Esoteric Warrior Yoga. Enter the realms of healing. The breath is the medicine, the shaman's doorway. What does that mean? Esoteric is the mystery, the unknown. The warrior is the part of you that enters the unknown to achieve and to acquire yoga, which is the union, the yoke, the union between the mind, the body, the heart, and soul. The alignment of your being. And as you align yourself, you enter the realms of healing. And we enter the realms of healing through the breath, because the breath is the medicine. The breath is the key. And if you have a key, then you have a door. And that brings us to the shaman's doorway. The door is your body. So through the breath, we unlock the unconsciousness, the subconsciousness, to release the emotions, the traumas, the dramas, and the psychological conditioning that's in our body, that's in our frame, which is, once again, the physical manifestation of the subconsciousness, the unconsciousness. So that is the medicine that I share. In terms of this world right now, right now I've been in an incubator. I've been in a sacred space, for these last 2 weeks, sharing this medicine. But I'm very much aware and in tune to what's going on the planet. And right now, I'll be real with you. We got Trump. We got a lot of things that are coming to a head. This is like eons, once again, in the coming, a long time in the coming. And right now we're at a point where there's transition, a shift, a change, an evolution, a liberation, a revolution, an evolution of humanity, of the planet, of everything. Everything is flowing and going in a direction into that unknown, into that esoteric, into that mystery. Right now is a time definitely to be a warrior, and not just a warrior in terms of physically, going to battle. The work that needs to be done, the real work that needs to be done is in your heart, is in your mind, is in your body. That is the real conflict. That is the real, struggle and challenge for humanity right now. For each individual to go into their hearts, to go into their minds, to do the work. That work is that internal work. I'm going to give you a little advice. And this is one thing that I share when I'm on the road as a traveler, to those that want to go a little deeper, for those that really want to do the work to heal, to let go, to release, to become, to fulfill. I say right now, the best thing that you could do is go to a Vipassana. It's a 10-day silent retreat. They're all over the planet. It's for free. It's a 10-day silent retreat. They accept donations after you participate. What you're going to receive there is going to be the foundation. And from that foundation, you're going to move forward into this planet with a true connection to your heart, to the Dharma, to the mind, to self. I would say it starts right there, The idea of human potential has been coming to me. What is human potential? What is your potential? Human potential. What does that mean to you? There's 4 universal principles of warriorship that I live by. This is from my book. It's called The Spiritual Warrior Manifesto. Shameless plug. The first universal principle is to follow your heart. But to follow your heart without fear or doubt, you need to master your mind. The mind and body reflect one another, and with that being said, your body is your temple. And if you're going to follow your heart, you need to pay attention to your gut or listen to your feelings. Once again, following your heart, mastering your mind, honoring your body, listening to your gut, paying attention to those feelings that arise. When you bring these 4 universal principles together within yourself, that's when you're in your power. That's when you're operating as a force of one. That's when you're operating as a unit of self. And that's going to be the foundation for you to, once again, step into the world as a complete being, to explore that human potential, to really explore your human potential. It's a journey, it's a process, and there's many levels to it, and the reality is everybody's an individual, and everybody has their own work to do, and what they've come into this world with, and what they've received and acquired, the baggage, the nonsense, you know, the stuff that we acquire on this journey, depending on where you're from, and then learning that, you know what, a lot of this stuff is not you, that you got to let it go. So with that being said, in terms of my journey, there's been many phases and many chapters, but the last chapter was about deprogramming, deconditioning, de-domestication, de-colonialization, getting into the earth, cultivating the earth, healing the inner child. For a man, bringing forth the inner goddess. I'll repeat. Deprogramming, deconditioning, de-domestication, decolonialization, getting into the earth, cultivating the earth, healing the inner child, and bringing forth the inner goddess. And basically all of that revolved around healing. It's all about healing. And everybody got to do the work. And once you do that work, and once you go through that process of healing, then you could really start to understand what is human potential. You know, and that human potential is realized when we come together. The human potential is realized when we come together, come into circle, come into each other's presence, to share our gifts, to share our words, to share a hug, to share a smile, to share a laugh, to share what it is that we have to offer. All of us have a gift. All of us have a talent, a skill, an ability, but in particular, a gift that we're here to share with humanity, here to share with existence. Until every human being realizes this, in their human potential, in terms of that gift, and in terms of bringing it together and sharing it, then we're not gonna be where we need to be. Every human being needs to step up to the plate. Right now, the situation on this planet, the situation with humanity, the situation on a political level is making everybody wake up. It's time to wake up. It's time to take a look at yourself. It's time to take a look around. What's going on? You know, in your world, in your reality, in your heart, in your mind. You know, it's time to wake up and understand that we're all in this together and we're going to all move forward together. So it's up to every individual to step up, to show up, you know, do the work, spread love and respect and wisdom and light and truth and abundance to your fellow human beings. You know, I could go on and on because there's so much to say, but just let it be known, I love you, I appreciate you, I don't know you, but I respect you, because you know what, we're all in this together. I look at humanity as we're all brothers and sisters. We're all one big family, one big tribe. In terms of solutions, what we need, to be honest, what we need is land to build our communities. This is about New Earth. What you're living, if you're in Babylon right now, what you're living is the old earth, old world, which is dying. Right now it's giving out its final throes, its final lashing out, its final biting and thrashing as it finally comes to a close. It's trying everything that it can to maintain, but you know what? Don't give it that power. Don't give it that power. Stay true to yourself, stay true to your heart. You know, right now what we need to do is turn our backs to the status quo, to the powers that be, and face one another. Face one another, come into circle, look into their eyes, look into their hearts. Hold hands, connect, sing by that fire. Share food, share goodness, share love. Come back to what it is to be human. And what it means to be human is the relations, is the connection, is the exchange, is the coming together. We're not islands. We're not supposed to be isolated within ourselves. We're not supposed to be isolated. You know, we're supposed to come together, to cross paths, to connect, to build, to share, to become that which you really are, to fulfill that purpose, to step into this world as the fullest expression of who you are, and do the work. And what all that means is just to come together in community, to create this tribe, this earth tribe, you know? And right now on this planet, there are many eco-villages, communities, intentional communities across the board. You know, they're all over the planet, and what we need to do is start connecting these communities. Each community is like a cell. And what we need right now is that nervous system that's connecting these communities so those cells can start creating organs, and those organs can start creating organization, and that organization is going to create this new organism, this new earth, this new humanity that's going to step forward, and it's going to reclaim our birthright, which is love, which is light, which is truth, which is respect for one another, for all of creation, for the animals, for the birds, for the insects, for existence. You know, and I could go on because I got nothing but love to share. Once again, my name is Maximus, Prophet, the Outlaw Yogi, coming to you from the heart. I'm here for you. Blessings. Aho. Hey, check this out. Heart. Hey, brother, I hope that helps.